Have you ever gone looking for your glasses, only to realize they're sitting right on your head? Or worse, tried to introduce your best friend and, poof, their name just vanished into thin air. Don't worry, you're not alone. Sometimes our brains act like an overstuffed hard drive that just can't load properly. That's where Bacopa Monnieri comes in, the herb I like to call fuel for your brain's RAM. It's been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine to boost memory, and modern science now confirms this stuff really works. Today, I'll show you why Bacopa is often called the #1 memory herb, and more importantly, how it can turn a goldfish brain into a lightning-fast SSD in just a few weeks. Trust me, after this video, you won't just remember the name Bacopa, you'll remember everything. So, what exactly is Bacopa Monnieri, and why is it so special? Also known as Brahmi, this humble little creeping herb grows in wetlands and doesn't look like much, until you realize it's been the crown jewel of Ayurveda for over 3,000 years, prized for sharpening intellect and memory. Here's the part that blew my mind. A 2016 study on 60 people found that after just 12 weeks of taking Bacopa, their ability to remember new information improved by 40%. Imagine retaining 40% more of everything. Names, books, even those random passwords. Game changer, right? But here's the real question. How does it actually pull this off? Stick with me, because this is where it gets really interesting. The science behind Bacopa's magic. Did you know your brain has about 86 billion neurons? And the only way they can chat with each other is through neurotransmitters. Bacopa Monnieri works like a master physician here. It boosts acetylcholine, the key neurotransmitter for memory and learning. A study from the University of Wollongong found that Bacopa doesn't just improve short-term memory, it also speeds up information processing by 25%. Translation: you don't just remember more, you think faster. Honestly, before Bacopa, my brain was like an old Windows XP computer, slow, laggy, and prone to the occasional blue screen of death. But Bacopa has another superpower most people don't even know about: protecting your brain from aging. Here's the most important thing I want you to know. Bacopa doesn't just sharpen your memory today, it actually protects your brain from degeneration. Research from India's Institute of Neurosciences found that Bacopa contains bacosides, compounds that repair damaged brain cells and shield them from oxidative stress. In simple terms, it's basically anti-aging cream for your brain. Think of it this way. A brain without Bacopa is like a car that never gets serviced. The more you drive it, the faster it breaks down. But a Bacopa-fueled brain, that's like a car with regular tune-ups. Runs smoother, lasts longer. And here's a bonus. Bacopa also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that slowly eats away at your brain. Less stress, better memory. How to use Bacopa Monnieri for best results. All right, time for the practical stuff. Doctors and researchers generally recommend optimal dose, 250 to 450 milligrams of standardized extract with 25% bacosides daily. Timing, take it with food for better absorption. Duration, stick with it for at least 8 to 12 weeks to see real results. Here's the super important part. Bacopa is not a magic pill that works overnight. It's more like a brain renovation project. It needs consistent use to rebuild and strengthen neural pathways. Studies show the most powerful results come after about 12 weeks of regular use. Hey, if this video is helping you understand Bacopa Monnieri better, smash that like button so I know you're into it. And don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss the next natural brain hacks. Now, let's move on to some critical safety notes you'll want to know. Things you must know before using Bacopa. Mild side effects. Some people might experience a bit of stomach upset or nausea, especially during the first week. The fix? Take it with food, or start low and increase gradually. Don't worry, it's not your brain protesting, just your body adjusting. Drug interactions. Bacopa can team up and enhance the effects of antidepressants or muscle relaxants. If you're on prescription meds, check with your doctor first. Trust me, you don't want to be a surprise lab experiment. Product quality matters. This is the real final boss. Not all Bacopa is created equal. Look for standardized extracts around 25% bacosides, with third-party testing and from trusted brands. This alone makes or breaks your results. My personal experience. I have tested 5 different Bacopa brands. Only 2 of them actually delivered noticeable results. So yeah, with Bacopa, quality isn't just important, it's everything. The secret combo. What to pair with Bacopa for max brain power. Here's the insider tip you've been waiting for. Bacopa doesn't like to work alone. It performs at its absolute best when combined with what I call the Memory Power Quartet. Omega-3s. Think of this as the premium fuel your brain runs on. Vitamin D supports overall cognitive function, sunshine for your neurons. Regular exercise boosts blood flow, so Bacopa gets delivered right where it's needed. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's when your brain does its night shift, cleaning, repairing, and consolidating memory. Put all 4 together, and the results skyrocket. A fascinating study showed that people who combined Bacopa with exercise improved their ability to learn new words by 65%, compared to 40% for Bacopa alone and 30% for exercise alone. That's the power of synergy. Alright, we've gone through the full journey of Bacopa Monnieri, from the brain science behind it to how you can actually use it in real life. To wrap it up, Bacopa is my #1 recommended brain herb for 3 big reasons. It can boost memory recall by up to 40%, protect your brain from aging, and it's completely natural. Now here's my question for you. Will you give Bacopa a try, or you keep letting your memory run on autopilot until it crashes? Drop a comment below and share your experience with Bacopa or any other brain-boosting herbs you've tried. And hey, don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more in the Herbs for Optimal Health series, and hit that bell so you don't miss next week's video. Top foods that are quietly destroying your memory. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.